You're in the Whip with Flex.
And Quell.
And welcome to another episode of the In the Whip podcast, man. We're on episode 39. 39, we're moving. We're really moving.
Time flies.
Time is flying. And a special announcement. We finally hit 100 subscribers.
Confetti in the screen. Woo.
With all that stuff up. You know, I messed up. I was supposed to get balloons.
Confetti.
I was supposed to get confetti. Maybe not confetti, but I was supposed to get balloons and all that good stuff. Yeah, all
liquor.
All that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I was supposed to get all that. But hey, man, either way, we want to say thank you guys for 100 subscribers. 106 to be exact. So we're moving, man. We're really moving. We appreciate all the support you guys have given us on the channel and just all the content in general. We've been getting thousands of views on shorts, thousands of views on TikToks, everything, man. Instagram, everything. You guys have been freaking amazing, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, we're gonna just keep doing what we've been doing, man. This is In the Whip, and let's get started. Before we get started, how are you feeling, Quell?
I'm feeling pretty good, man.
Yeah.
The weather's kind of breaking a little bit. It's getting a little cooler outside. Not a fan of that. I like the summertime.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like the winter too much. Fall is okay, but winter I can't do it.
I'm a fall and spring type of guy. Those are when I feel most comfortable and feel the best.
I know the day's getting shorter, nighttime's coming a little faster. I hate that, but I'm cool. I'm cool other than that, man. The Ravens start today. Their first game is today. Y'all will be seeing this after the fact, but hopefully they won. Yeah. We'll see.
Who we play?
The Bills.
They did that on purpose. That's going to be a great game.
Yeah, so we play tonight.
8:20?
Something like that. Yeah, so hopefully we'll see, man. Other than that, like you said, 100 subscribers is no joke. If it seems like a small amount, imagine 100 niggas in your room whooping your ass. Exactly. It'll feel different then.
Exactly, man.
Other than that, man, I'm just happy. We're growing.
Yeah.
Everything is going the way it's supposed to go. Mm-hmm. It's been nice and steady, consistent. We're consistent, so everything else is consistent.
Exactly.
Like what Shay Gill just said, my whole life consistent. So,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. The two biggest things for me are dedication and consistency, man. If you dedicate yourself and you be consistent with the amount of effort that you put in, you're bound to get results.
Something.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, like I said, appreciate you guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let's get started with the episode, man. From Young Thug's leaks calls to the crumbling idea of street rules, this episode puts the contradictions of hip-hop and street culture under the microscope. Coming up next, Young Thug's leaked calls speak questions about snitching and loyalty. Man, the street culture now, I'm just not glad, but people are starting to realize that whole ideology is dead.
It's fake.
It's low-key fake.
It's a facade.
But to an extent, now it is. I'm going to get a little more into it once we get to the actual topic.
For years.
You think, well, I want to talk about...
Ever since the RICO became a thing in the 70s, it's been out the window. Okay, but... Across the board.
So my thing is, where did this idea of no snitching come from?
Just street culture. I like just the street culture and the politics of it. Because it's... you know, a rat is lower than a human being, you know what I'm saying? It's not snitching and rats, you know.
But why would you want somebody to snitch? Why is that whole thing?
Because people feel like, A, either they should handle it on their own, or B, you should mind your damn business.
Okay, you're getting somewhere.
Don't cooperate with the police.
You're getting somewhere. Let's talk about it right now. Look, so this is what I feel as though, right? Or think about the whole idea of, you know, street culture and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Let's take it even back before then, right? When there was, you know, slavery, and then at post-slavery, the 1920s, we were within our own communities, but you still had either the police or the sheriffs or something patrolling around the communities and all that other stuff, right? And you're within your own community, right? Let's just say you had somebody who he stole from a neighbor or something like that within your community, right? You going and telling the police or the sheriff on that person, whatever they would do to that person would be 10 times worse than what you would do if you were to handle it within your own community.
Yeah, most likely.
You got to think about it. You got to think, but prior to the whole drug dealing and all that stuff, if we had our own black community, we had our own black communities and stuff. You had somebody who would steal, right? If you go and tell on that person, and then now they're caught by the sheriff,
it's over with.
It's over with. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the whole snitching came from. We would rather handle a brother or somebody within our community. We handle it on our own than send it to somebody else to handle it for us. Because then what would happen? They either get locked up, they could get, hung, lynched, castrated, all the crazy stuff they do. So the idea was that, yeah, look, you did some messed up stuff. but you're one of our people. And if we send you...
We're going to handle it in our own way.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to handle it in our own way.
That's every community, I would say. That's ours.
That's what I'm saying. That's where the original idea, past all the, the drug dealing and gangster culture and all that stuff, that's where it came from. We didn't want our people to get judged by somebody else who wasn't part of our own community. Because whatever they would do would be 100 times worse than what we would do. So yeah, we would take a couple of our male leaders, and probably a couple women. We'd be like, hey, we're going to go find this guy and we're going to do what we have to do to make sure that this doesn't happen again, or he gets some type of punishment for it. Because we do not want to send them to somewhere that they end up making them a slave again or beating them and all that other stuff. That's inhumane, and we understood that. But then, past that, it started getting into gangster and all that other type of culture and stuff like that to make sure that the same thing happened. But then, now that's starting to dissolve. I low-key think the whole non-snitching thing is low-key a psyop by the CIA or some type of... Hear me out.
Drive another wedge between people?
No, more of... Because we understood that prior, that we didn't want these people to go...
Stop snitching.
Yeah, and so they're trying...
Movement, like t-shirts and all that, stop snitching was a big thing for a while. Remember Vote or Die? It was like around the same time.
I remember.
Vote or Die. Same guy that was saying stop snitching was telling you vote. That's crazy.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, I think it's like a CIA... Because if you look online, all these people saying, oh yeah, I would never do all of that. Most of them aren't even real humans.
Yeah.
Like if you look at, a lot of them are bot comments. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like they're trying to push they're trying to just infiltrate or just push some type of ideology into a community and stuff like that.
Like,
and I'm not...
Like DJ Vlad.
Yeah.
M22.
All of them.
Say Cheese TV.
Yeah. And I'm not saying if someone does something...
Academics.
Hey, we're
Traplo Ross.
All right.
A lot of them. Aiden Ross, too, to an extent. Hey, come on now.
All I'm saying is that if someone does something wrong to you and your family, there needs to be some type of punishment.
Street justice?
Hey, man.
It's a slippery slope.
It's a slippery slope now. It's a slippery slope now.
But I agree with what you're saying. I think every community did that for a while. Because police, like I always say to y'all, police ain't a race. They're not a people. They're blue. They're one color. They're under the same shield. They do things to people that aren't, most people wouldn't approve of, especially back in the day. The amount of corruption and everything like that back in the day was insane. They would do a lot of really bad things to people. They do now, but back then it was a lot worse. So you would see communities like the Italian community or the Asian community or like black communities, a lot of immigrant communities the same way. They would handle their own thing because if the police come, they're going to blow everything up. They're going to hurt you, do worse to you. They're going to come back and harass us some more probably, bribe us, extort us, whatever else. So we're going to handle it our own way. But I think the current state of like this sort of snitching thing of that is really tied to the whole this RICO thing, the RICO, because since that came into effect in like the 70s or so, for the mob, and it's kind of trickled down to every other sort of organized crime, when you can sit down and tell somebody, hey, if you don't tell me X, Y, and Z, you're gonna get committed, you're gonna get charged for the crimes of him, and him. You're gonna get 150 years because of you work with them or you're associated with them, or he told you to do it, so you're getting that time. It's crazy. So I think a lot of times people don't really understand it because they're not in the lifestyle. But when you go from having it all, doing your thing, you tough, all this stuff, to sit in that room by yourself and they say, "Yeah, here's your options. Don't say nothing and get 100 years."
Yeah, they start slapping all those charges.
Yeah, say nothing and get 100 years, or cooperate now, and we'll give you some type of immunity. Maybe you'll do 15 instead of 150. It's a hard thing to say. We're gonna talk about Gunna in a second, but Gunna's plea deal is one of the most incriminating plea deals you can get. The Albert plea. It's the admission that you're associated with a crime in some way, like an organized crime organization in some way. It's not admission of guilt. It's anything like that. It can be used against other people, but it was nobody he named specifically, stuff like that.
But I think that's where the issue came from, is because he recognized, or he stated, that YSL was an actual criminal organization. That became the whole case. And they were like, hey, this is some type of member or some type of associate. And that is coming out and saying, hey, yeah, they are a criminal organization. And so now Young Thug's lawyers and his defense attorney has to go ahead and fight that now. Before it was an easy case, but then going ahead and saying, yeah, this is a criminal thing. Now they have somebody, oh my goodness.
But like we always say, when you have somebody around you who you know is not 100% the same as you.
Yeah.
They don't have that same cloth as you.
Yeah.
We have a video later on that's going to speak on that more with 21 Savage on the phone with Young Thug as well. When someone's not cut from the same cloth as you, you shouldn't expect them to uphold the same sort of rules that you have.
Rules and values, right?
Because things change. People are not built for this sort of thing.
Yeah.
They're just not.
Yeah.
His offer was admit that it's a gang and you'll be free. What lawyer was going to tell you not to do that? What person not going to take that in hindsight? You know what I'm saying? If you're not in that lifestyle. So,
and I like the point you brought up about, you know, not being cut from the same cloth, because at least what they try to paint it out to be is everybody else that other than Gunna, everybody was cut from the same cloth.
Oh.
But yeah, there was a couple other people who took a plea and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But supposedly
his brother took the same.
That's what I'm saying. No, but I'm saying I feel like they justified his plea by saying he took only the charges that were against him. That's what they were saying.
But you got a guy like Gunna who has none against him. He's just tied up in it.
But that's
he's not a criminal. He's a strictly musician.
But that's what they were. That's what the whole issue was. Is that they were like, hey, you didn't do nothing, so why are you saying you would have been gone? You would have did your couple months and then you would have been out.
But if it's somebody who hasn't been to jail before,
he has been to jail before.
For what?
He said he went to jail for selling on his college campus.
That ain't no gun charge. That ain't no gang affiliation. That ain't nothing like that. That's the most petty shit ever.
But he still did time.
He probably got out of jail in what, 3 months, 90 days?
That's what he would have probably did for the Young Thug joint.
But you don't know that when they're telling you this is a RICO, X, Y, and Z. You just know what comes with it. That's different. So when you're not a career criminal like these other dudes are, who happen to be in music, it's different.
So let's talk about it. Young Thug's jail calls have been leaked
from Mariah the Scientist
recently. So you know he's going through and talking about.
You've seen a lot of these. You've seen about Future. Talk about
talked about Drake. He talked about Drake. Metro.
Kendrick.
He talked about a lot of people, but it's been stirring up a lot of controversy because he's been talking about a lot of stuff over these phone calls that he should know or that they record.
They record everything you say.
And now they're bringing it out. Do you think this is the police doing this?
So, similar to like the Diddy thing, right? With the hotel video of him assaulting Cassie.
Yeah.
Somebody can make that call and say, hey, man, I'm going to pay you for this footage you got of X, Y, Z. Just release it to me. I'll pay you. Team Z, whoever else.
Yeah.
So it was only a matter of time for somebody found the through line to who to call to get these calls. They're all recorded. They tell you. You ever got a jail call before, it tells you they're just being recorded.
Yeah.
So he knows better. So when you sitting in jail or prison and you on that phone talking to your friends and family, your girlfriend, whoever else, that's probably the most relaxed and free you're gonna feel. So I understand why he probably was on that phone saying whatever, because all he doing besides that is sitting up thinking, because he probably sitting himself by his damn self because he's so famous and all that stuff. So yeah, but even then, certain stuff you gotta just know. You can't say certain stuff on the phone.
Yeah.
And like it kind of lends to the whole idea. Like I had a lot of women say this, like women are messy and all that stuff, but men are messy too. Like, God, like he's talking about Future, worry about the wrong thing, worry about girls and all that. And he come to the studio and if his girls in there, he talking about them. He ain't talking to him about the song and all that. He asking him how the song should go. I'm like, damn. He talking about Travis Scott and the concert, deaths at the concert. I'm like, just saying anything now. Like you bring up anybody. Talking about Kendrick never be as big as X, Y, and Z. Kendrick needs money back yo on the song and all that type of stuff. And I'm like, okay.
They're always rapping.
Talking about Drake in a similar way. I think the Drake talk was pretty positive, obviously, because he don't want to do his bad side right now, I don't think. But he was saying stuff like Gunna ain't give him no money when he got out, Gunna ain't show him no love. I'm just like, this dude is insane. And he just got caught up recently. I didn't put it in our discussion here, but he got exposed for cheating on Mariah the Scientist. He called the other girlfriend on the phone.
For real?
Yes. He's tweeting right now about how he's sorry to her and everything.
Bro, why are they trying to ruin Thug, yo?
Somebody paid for these calls. I mean, somebody don't like him. Pay for to get these calls.
You think it was Gunna's team?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think it was Gunna's team either.
I don't think so.
I don't think it was
I think Gunna's team. Gunna makes so much money from that Thug being under that label. That doesn't make sense.
They both make money off each other.
In a way, but Gunna's like career's been invested in. Oh, he talked about how he spent $50K to get the fake bots for Gunna's album to go #1 over the weekends, which is insane because Dawn FM is a great album by the weekend. That should be #1 anyway.
Which one?
Dawn FM.
Dawn, yeah.
like it's like just a bunch of messy ass discussion that has nothing to do with anything. It's gonna hurt his business more than anything. His connections, his relationships. It's gonna hurt his business a lot because even if you're a guy who didn't get mentioned in this, why would I want to work with you?
Yeah.
You're gonna turn around and talk crazy about me to other people.
Yeah.
It looks crazy.
Yeah.
Think the Lord knows somebody 21 Savage who has some sense. Like, hey, bro, you sure you want to do this? You sure you want to say this right now?
Yeah. I can't wait till we get to the 21 Savage portion, but let's go ahead and play this.
So this is the video of him talking to the authorities. Essentially, he's telling them, don't tell them what I said. The thug, in a way, cooperated. We don't know what he said just yet, as far as I know. Mm-hmm. But crazy.
Listen. Yes, sir. Promises. Make promises. Just keep promises. But when you anytime you up ain't gonna know nothing, tell me. I'm telling him nothing. But don't tell the world.
What's your number?
Yes, you can.
Hey.
I don't have your number.
Well, hit me. You ain't just heard it.
So, as y'all just heard, the part that kind of gives it away is he's like, whatever y'all want to know, call me, I'll tell you. Just don't tell the world that I told you. I think he gives one of them his number. I think they're detectives or something like that. He gives one of them his number. And it just kind of, it feels like I'm watching a movie where the mob boss collaborates with the feds and like gives up his subordinates after telling them for the whole movie, don't rat. You know, you'll be dead if you're a rat. Like The Departed or something like that.
So the only thing is that was only a snippet of what
it's pretty damning though to tell them whatever y'all want to know, I'll tell y'all. Mm-hmm.
But we don't even know the context of what it is.
He's sitting in an interrogation room for two federal agents.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
Or two Atlanta detectives at least. Mm-hmm. I get what you're saying. It is a snippet, but it looks really horrible. Mm-hmm. Mainly because of him grandstanding or him basically trying to ostracize his boy, Gunna, over all this stuff. There's even clips we have of him feeling bad about doing that. He did an interview recently with, what is the guy's name? Bald guy. It's like an Atlanta thing. He sits down with him. It's like new. He sits down with him talking about all this stuff. Mm-hmm. And he even mentions that he feels bad about the Gunna thing in a way because of how he treated him, how he spoke about him following the case. But he felt like he had to do it because of this culture we talked about earlier, the street culture and like that. It's hard to justify embracing someone who's been labeled a rat already. Mm-hmm. It's pretty much impossible to justify it. Mm-hmm. Unless you're like Gunna where you just make great music and you can just battle back. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to come back from it because 6ix9ine, he never came back from what he went through. And
I mean, he's going a little he went to the Hispanic culture.
But even then, I don't think he had this whole auction off all his cars and jewelry. He's broke right now. Yeah. He might as well come to sit in the backseat with us. But
6ix9ine would be great on the podcast.
That'd be great. That'd be great.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, but so my thing is this, right? It's like you portray yourself one way and you hold other people to this standard, but you don't live by yourself. And it's a really bad situation to do. Mm-hmm. And it could be something as simple as like how tough you portray yourself or however, or it can be something like your work ethic or whatever else. Mm-hmm. If you don't also hold that standard as the leader, why should people even follow you? That's why I'm kind of confused of why people still follow him at this point, like Woody and all those guys. I'm like, he didn't do anything for y'all, really. Sure, he bankrolled the case and bankrolled the lawyers, but it's like, when you hear this stuff, how do you even go back to this man, look him in the face and say, okay, I'll still ride with you?
Yeah. So, like I was getting at earlier, at least on my end, we don't know the whole situation of what was going on in that room. We don't know if he's saying, I'll tell you everything about me, what I did. They could be saying, I'll tell you everything you want to know about some stuff that you already have the information on, right? It could be anything. We don't know exactly what the confirmation is on. But I understand that hearing a clip like that does say like, oh, wow, you're supposed to be living up to some type of, street culture, street code and stuff like that. And just seeing that clip where you saying, I'll tell you everything, that's almost, like, not even almost, it is hypocritical in a sense. But again, in my opinion, we don't know the whole thing. And I just don't want to cut Young Thug out and just say that he was completely snitching, bro. Because you never know. You never know unless you watch the whole thing. I started watching the whole thing and I think it was like an hour 30. I got it 20 minutes and I didn't even get to the actual part there. So I don't know if I've done enough research to understand what the whole context
so many
was.
clips.
Yeah, it's in so many related clips, man.
If you Lil Baby right now, I feel bad for you. Cause they'll talk bad about that nigga, Lil Baby. Like he just like him and Future, like.
What was he saying about Baby? I didn't get to that one.
Just kind of like implying he's like stupid in a lot of ways. I mean, I kind of thought so, but you know what I'm saying, to be honest. But it's like, damn, y'all came up together, did a lot of work together. Like, Jesus Christ. But it just shows you. I mean, people don't like your friend.
But he also calls Baby a really close friend in another call.
I don't know. We don't know at this point because he talks horrible about these people at times. I don't know. I think the Gunna thing, I think a big part of it also is that Young Thug has invested a lot of money in him to be as big an artist as he is up to this point. So he's they're kind of bitter about it because it's like, everything I did for you, so you're going to do that plea, whatever. But at the same time, like, as 21 tried to tell him and other people tried to tell him, like, he didn't do it to directly harm you. He did it because that's what he would do in those shoes because he's not like us. He don't understand this stuff we do or what we used to do, all this type of stuff.
So our audience question is snitching just a myth rappers use until it's inconvenient? Is snitching just a myth that rappers use until it's inconvenient?
I think, yes. I think everybody, even real criminals, it's convenient. It's like to hold over people underneath you. Like, if you do this, you'll die. So don't rat me out, whatever. But when it come down to it, they'll do the same thing if need be to survive and keep going.
Okay.
I always bring up TV shows on here and stuff in movies. Talk about The Departed earlier, good movie. The Sopranos. If you watch The Sopranos, I mean, Tony himself doesn't rat, but all of his captains essentially turn rat informant. There's a bunch of informants in the show. You find out that a lot of these guys who are these stand-up guys, these stand-up, real deal mobsters are telling because they have no other choice. They're bet against the wall. And there's no like brotherhood or honor among them at all. They will backstab anybody.
You think so?
They want to survive. Yes.
I don't think so, bro. Like I said, I think it's a psyop, bro. I think they're trying to break it down so that we question each other's loyalty.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. They're doing that on purpose.
A lot of people aren't loyal, though.
A lot of people aren't, but there are also a lot of people who are. I know people who held it down and they did the time.
And then what they get when they got out?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Another big part of The Sopranos is like another big part of the theme of the show is that the three of the big antagonists in the show are guys who did a lot of time in jail and came home and they weren't treated like they did anything. They weren't given any treatment. They weren't respected. They weren't like entitled to anything. They got home and they were like, "That's what you're supposed to do, bro. Get back to work." And it's like, I did 20-some years. I suffered, but it's like.
So what do you
at the end of the day?
But like you said, if you go into that life, right, and hey, don't snitch. That's like the code. And you're doing what you're supposed to do. And you're expecting a gift for something that you're supposed to do. No, you went into that life knowing this type of thing.
The problem comes when the people who will give you the party when you come on, like, welcome back. They would throw you back under the bus if need be to get up out of there, to deal with it. In the show, I keep bringing the show up.
We keep talking about a show. We keep talking about real life.
They're based on real people.
But it's still a show.
It's based on real events.
It's still a show, though, bro.
This stuff happens in real life.
I know it does.
These people
I know it
snitch.
does. I know it. I know it.
And a snitch, by the way, is somebody who will tell on you if they're a witness or they're an informant or something like that. A rat is somebody who will tell you to save their own skin. That's a big difference. Snitches and rats are two different things. But yeah, this stuff is fake. It might be a psyop to get us to like stupid stuff to be cool. Oh, it's cool to be this type of thing when it's not.
No, I'm saying it's a psyop to make each other not trust each other. Make it so there is no loyalty in this thing, because they know if they have no evidence against anybody, they're not going to get as far as they can. They're not going to get. Yeah, they might get a couple months, but they're not going to do years on years and years. Versus if someone's telling, if you make them feel like, hey, we got something. They make them feel like they got something. Not that they actually have something. Hey, we got something. If you don't tell us now, you're going to get 20 years. Whole time they don't. So they're playing on you. You see what I'm saying? They're trying to go at the loyalty and make you second guess your loyalty and their loyalty.
Would you not? If you're trying to break down a organization, would you want to target the weak points and make it all crumble?
But that's what that's what I'm saying. They're trying to target that. Those people.
Because that RICO is different than any other thing.
I know what you're saying.
The RICO is different. You're putting somebody in a position where normally, back in the day before it, if I was a soldier and you was a boss or a captain and I did a little robbery for you, I'm getting a robbery. That's it. You good. Mm-hmm. But now I'm getting a robbery plus whatever else you told anybody else to do, and we all getting it together. Mm-hmm. So that's it's like you're just kind of in this lose-lose spot, and it's like we don't need all that evidence because if we got 3 crimes that we can tie 2 of y'all to. Y'all getting 3 charges. Bam. That's decades some change. You get a lot of time off that. So it's different. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I don't know.
I guess my whole point is that if you're gonna go in, you shouldn't go into the life in the first place. If you're gonna do all that stuff, if you're afraid of doing the time, don't do the crime. That's what they always say, right? But if you're gonna do this and you're gonna stick to it, then you need to keep the loyalty going. I think that's what the issue is. If
why?
you know, what do you mean why?
Why? Who says who?
What do you mean says who? If you're gonna do it, do it. If you're not gonna do it, if you're afraid of it, don't do it.
But who wouldn't be afraid of getting 100 fucking years in jail?
Well, no shit, but you know that's a possibility.
Well, who wrote the book to say you need to be a loyal guy in crime?
Bro, what?
Who says it's honor among thieves? Like, where's that come from?
Bro, what?
I'm asking you.
Bro, what are you saying right now?
Like, what are you drawing from here?
What do you mean, what am I drawing from? I'm saying either don't do it or you accept what come with it.
Okay. But the loyalty part, where's the loyalty part coming in?
What you mean?
I'm just asking, like, what? I understand the whole part of, you're risking your freedom and your life, whatever else, but who said you gotta be loyal to X, Y, and Z?
But no one's, but then why are you doing it?
For money, obviously, but other than that, I'm asking.
Hey man, I don't got nothing else to say. Our final thought: the leak proves the code was never real. I don't believe it. I don't believe what I just wrote. It's always about survival. I don't believe that. It's not about survival.
Yes, it is.
I don't think it's about survival, bro. To an extent, to some people, yeah. I don't think it's
to
about
most
survival.
of them at this point in time.
Well, yeah, because now we're all falling for the same bullshit.
It's not bullshit when that shit work and you go to jail and fucking Idaho for 77 years.
But it don't always work like that. If you're worried about yourself, then yeah, that's cool. If you're worried about yourself, then yeah. You know what I'm saying? But if you actually have a brotherhood and you actually have some loyalty.
There's no brotherhood or loyalty among criminals.
I disagree with that.
There is none.
I disagree with that, bro. I disagree with that.
There is none.
No, I know what you're saying, but I disagree with that. I think it's different if it's your brother. Don't forget, there are some fucked up people, because there's people in the I can't remember who it was, but basically there was a story recently about somebody's dad snitched on his son for murder or something like that. You know what I'm saying? His dad was the one that like set up the whole murder and snitched on him. So you're right, there are fucked up people like that. But there are people, like I told you, who did, 10, 20 years for a crime with their boys, and he took the charge because that would have been better than the rest of them.
That's stupid.
You think that's stupid?
Yes.
Why?
Stupid. Don't do that.
Type shit.
Don't do that, y'all. Don't take the charge, man. I'm not saying rat, but my goodness, like, don't take the damn charge like that. That's insane.
I guess, man. Let's go on to the next topic. 21 Savage is a realist. In one leak call, 21 tells Thug that Gunna didn't snitch, explaining the Alfred plea deal, which allows the defendant to claim innocence while acknowledging some guilt for leniency.
21 Savage, is a guy who is the old school gangster who embodies the loyalty and everything like that, understands what comes with it. Because he says in this, oh man, like, I don't think Gunna did that to hurt you because he's not like us. I wouldn't do that if I was him, but I'm not like him. We're different. And that's what I was trying to say to you is like, the majority of people today aren't 21 Savage. They just aren't. That's not the modern criminal.
But I'm saying there still are, though.
Very few and far between, I feel like. And I feel like even lesser, like, at the top at this point. Because the ones that are at the top did whatever to survive and kept growing and kept getting higher on the ladder. I feel like if I'm Young Thug, I would burn anybody to get ahead. That's probably what he's done up to this point. Mm-hmm. Or any other leader of some organization, criminalization. YSL to me is hardly a gang, but they did criminal things, so I guess it qualifies. I'm speaking more so about like, the Cosa Nostra, the mob, or like the Bloods or the Crips or whoever else, or these drug cartels that we have a clear line of like, and I feel like the people at the top are there because they are willing to sacrifice whoever they have around them, loyalty be damned, to keep what they're doing going, financially. So this is what I think. I might be wrong. I'm not a criminal.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
I feel you. So I'm on the opposite side. I do believe that there are a lot of people who make it to the top and do evil things and will cut out other people. But I also believe that there are some who built their thing off of loyalty, and people actually. The reason they got so far is because people are willing to take those different charges for that person because they showed that loyalty. They repaid those type of people.
I just feel like you can't count on that.
I'm not saying you should count on it. I'm not saying you should count on it, bro. I'm not saying you should count on it. But if you do the best things you can, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What I'm saying, not the best things you can. You know what I'm saying? You show true loyalty. You pick your people right as best as you can. You never know. It's a lot of luck. It's a lot of luck that come with it. You know what I'm saying? Some people meet people that, they fuck with them and they hold them down. But then some people meet people they thought was gonna hold them down And then they just backstab the crap out of him. So there's a lot of luck that come into the play with this type of thing. But I agree with what 21 Savage said. There's certain people who are built like that and some people who aren't. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I'm not gonna say sometimes it's hard to differentiate between the two. But if you're able, you've been through a lot, you've seen a lot, you'll be able to pick up on the little signs to be like, yeah, I don't think I should be doing X, Y, and Z with this type of person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, type thing.
Play the video.
We all need a friend like 21 Savage. A person who can tell you the truth even though it might be hard to hear sometimes. You see, 21 Savage's friend Young Thug has...
It's a longer video, by the way. You want to play the whole thing? Just kind of...
We'll just get how it feels.
Got you.
A problem. See, Young Thug was in jail for something called a RICO charge. And while he was in jail for that RICO charge, he made a bunch of phone calls to his friends, 21 Savage.
I thought it was a state RICO. It's not even a Fed case. That's why it was so sloppy and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's more so on the prosecutors of Georgia. They're not good.
Georgia went against them.
RICO's RICO, but they did a horrible fucking job. Like, I'm not saying that I want the man in jail, but I feel like they had enough to put people in jail. They just dropped the ball completely.
Savage a bunch of people. Those phone calls were recently released anonymously. Well, what does that have to do with 21 Savage being a good friend? Well, again, one of the phone calls Young Thug made in jail was to 21 Savage. He calls him, he says, "What's good, my boy?" 21 said, "What's good, what's good, what's good?" Young Thug said, "Look, 21, I want to release a song about Gunna, because he a snitch. And I want you to be on it, 21. See, at this point, Gunna is accused of being a snitch, but we'll get to the snitch allegations in a moment. But first, 21 Savage's response to Young Thug is, "Hey, if you want me on it, then I got you. But are you sure this is something you want to do?" Young Thug said, "Boy, ain't you hear me? I said he a tattletale. Yes, I do." 21 Savage said, "Well, if I can be honest, I don't think Gunna did what he did to hurt you." You see, what Gunna did was he took something called an Alfred plea. Basically, the police wanted Young Thug in jail. They needed to prove that Young Thug's record label was a criminal organization. How do you prove that? By getting people to say Young Thug's group is a criminal organization. They pull in Gunna. They say, if you say Young Thug's group is a criminal organization, you get 0 jail time. Gunna's lawyer said, "Boy, you better tell him it's..." Gunna said, "I got you. Young Thug's group is a criminal organization." Now, it's important to note that multiple people took this deal and this furthered the case against Young Thug. Now, whether you think that's snitching or not, that's up to you. But regardless, 21 Savage's response to Young Thug was, "I don't think it was personal." Young Thug's response is, "Well, what would you do if you were in Gunna's situation, 21? 21 Savage says, "Well, Gunna and I are respectfully different people. I'm 21, real street baby. But I digress. Ain't you tell your brother to take the same deal?" I said, "Ah!" Because Young Thug absolutely told his brother to take the same deal as Gunna.
To his brother, his blood brother, take the same deal as Gunna. So my thing is like, is it because like Gunna's got the clout or he's more known? It's like a viral thing that people see this. Why is there so much vitriol from Young Thug for Gunna? Is my question I've had this whole time. Like, why is there so much anger from you, like automatically, because of something that he did? Where, yes, he admitted the existence of the organization. Yes, it does hurt your case in a way, but he didn't go on the stand and say, "Thug does this person does that, I did this, I did that, X, Y, and Z." He gave them as little as he could, while still giving them a little something to get him out of the case. It wasn't personal. That's what I looked at it from the jump. Like, I feel like anybody would do that same thing in that situation. Do you consider that such snitching?
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
Why?
Why? Because the whole case is that YSL is a criminal organization.
So we think he should said nothing and just took whatever time they gave him?
And you have whoever, whether he's an active member or just associated of YSL saying that, hey, this is a criminal organization, that puts a lot more pressure on Gunna's defense team, like I mentioned earlier. I definitely consider that snitching.
Okay.
I just didn't think 21 Savage would use it to further his argument. You see, Young Thug told his brother to take the same deal because everyone else took the deal. Young Thug's case was already difficult, so he tells his brother, "You might as well take the deal and get 0 years." So 21 Savage's point is basically, you understood the deal when your brother took it, but now you don't understand when Gunna took it. Explain. But on the phone, listen closely, with 21 Savage, Young Thug says, "I did not tell my brother to take that deal." 21 says, "Well, your brother is telling everyone in the streets that you did." Young Thug says, "Gunna broke my heart." Is that what you want to hear me say? Everything we've been through, when I saw Gunna stand up there and say YSL is a criminal organization, it broke my heart. 21 Savage says, "I understand, I got your back. Just know I do disagree with you at some points. You are technically still Gunna's boss, so if you're really upset with him, maybe you could squeeze him for more money, do things to..."
Yeah, so that's what it comes down to, is like you talked about the loyalty and the trust and all that stuff and the brotherhood you build, doing these things, doing this dirt, he put a lot of that stuff on Gunna's shoulders, and I think he should have recognized early on that is not who he is.
Yeah.
He's not cut from that cloth at all.
And I agree with that.
And you can't expect somebody who sold a little weed on college campuses to make a little money here and there. But beyond that, he's not a criminal. That's not even really hardly a crime to me at this point. I mean, that's just something you do to get by. To be honest, I mean.
A little extra bread.
Yeah, like I said, he probably did 20 days in jail or something because of that. Like, you got to look at him and say, I'm going to do everything I can in my power as your boss, as a person making money off of you, to keep you insulated from the situation we got going on. That's how I look at it. That's how it should have been done. So don't turn around and get mad at me because of what I had to do to save myself. Because you put me in a big predicament that I could never know how to handle. You know what I'm saying? You can tell somebody all day, oh, just don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. And it might work for some people that understand how the law works or understand, like, if I gotta go to jail, I can handle it. But probably can't handle prison like that, man. He probably can't handle it.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Like, most people can't handle it. It ain't for everybody. Even toughest, most murderous criminals out here go in prison, it's different. They can't handle it. So it's hard to look around and say, okay, he's a snitch, I hate him, y'all should stop messing with him and all that because of this. I just find that crazy. I find it crazy.
Yeah. I think just based off of what you said, I think it does show that if you're not built for it, don't get into that thing, man. It's not as cool as you think it is. And then once you sit in that interrogation room, you can talk all tough as you want. But when they start slapping those numbers on the table, this charge, and some of them, like you said, you ain't even do.
It's different.
It gets scary.
It's different. Scary. Stuff you never even knew was going on, but you're not about to go to jail for it. It's different. When Gunna is what, 30, 132?
Yeah, young 30s, early 30s.
Yeah, just imagine however old you are watching this. And imagine somebody telling you about to be in prison for the same amount of time you've been alive. You can't even really fathom that, really. You can't fathom somebody telling you you're going to jail in 2026 and you'll be out of jail 2076. You can't fathom that. It's not something you can really think of. Like, you can't possibly think of sitting in a prison that entire time. It's impossible to even justify that. So,
can you talk about 21? How'd you feel about him in this situation in his call?
Like I said, he's an actual street dude. Like, he actually understands what comes with all of this stuff that they're doing or used to do or whatever else. I think he's far removed from that now in his lifestyle. If you follow him at all or watch him, I don't think he does any of that stuff anymore. But at one point in time, he was doing that. I remember vividly when he first blew up and they had advice, I think, went to go see him and meet him and he was in a trap still and there was guns all over the place. He was still in the lifestyle he was living. And, like, he carries himself in a way that he understands, like, that's what it is. This is what I had to do to get where I am now. But I stopped. But like you said, respectfully, I'm different than Gunna. I'm not going to do that because I understand what it comes with. I understand that if I'm in there, if I did what I did, I'm a stand-up guy. So I respect it a lot. And I also respect him being a good friend and say, like, because it's easy to have a friend, be his friend with somebody who's going through a lot and they're, able to be, you're like a yes man for them.
Yeah.
It's easy to be a yes man. But it's hard to be like a guy who's like, I know you're going through a lot, but you're handling it all wrong. And I get what you're saying, but you're going too hard on this person, you're going too hard on that person. You're doing it wrong because you don't understand it from their point of view. Yeah. No, that's crazy. But that's somebody you need in your life, though, for sure.
Definitely. I definitely think that, I think that 21 handled that situation, that call, really well. I actually listened to the whole call. I think he handled the situation very well. Like you said, he was like, "Hey, I understand your frustrations and what's going on, but you're handling it the wrong way. Gunna didn't mean to do this personally. He not like you and me. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do all the same things. He didn't go through the same experiences. He doesn't have the knowledge and understanding that we do about what to do and what not to do. So you can't get mad at him when something like this comes up. I mean, you can, but at the same time, you gotta have a second understanding, which is that's a very developed mindset for 21.
He's a really smart dude.
Yeah, I've loved 21 for so long.
If you ever watch him speak, like, just in general about anything. He's a really smart dude. Like, he really understands ins and out of his business, how to take care of his money, how to handle himself properly. Like, he's a really smart dude. He's really smart, even-keeled. Like, he's like the quintessential, like, strong silent type of man. Like, he kind of stoic in a way and a confident, and he exudes confidence in a way. But he also is able to express himself and articulate himself well enough to really, I hate that word, articulate.
Why?
Because when they talk about black people, they say it all the time. He's very articulate. No, he's articulate. He's so articulate. He doesn't speak like a baboon, but he's like, he is, though. He really understands what he's talking about. He is a guy who's really in control of his thoughts and emotions, I feel like, which is hard to find, especially street dudes.
Yeah. So our question, I guess, for the audience and for you, do you feel like a lot of people do you think people have friends like 21 in their life?
Hell no.
No.
We've seen enough women going and slashing tires and busting windows out to know that. Girl, he fucking playing with you. Go burn his house down. Like, no.
Yeah.
What you should have said was, he's a bad dude, leave him alone. That don't mean go to jail for property damage. You know what I'm saying? Leave it be.
Yeah.
Or vice versa. If it's a dude, like, you know what I'm saying? Leave her alone, you know? No, most people don't. Most people have yes men, or people who are similar to them mentally and they do the same sort of dumb things. It's hard to be the friend to say you're wrong, because a lot of people can't take that. A lot of people will think you're an enemy now because you're not on the same side as them, blindly following them, you know, and what they do.
Yeah. One of the things I hate the most is like just having yes men or yes people around. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't help you grow.
But it's hard to know when you do, I feel like, at times. I feel like it's hard to realize that shit.
Do they always say yes?
Like, yeah, I guess. But like,
have you ever said no to me? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
I actually gotta take time every once in a while to do that. But it's
that's what I'm saying.
When you live in life and like especially when you're a wealthy person like these guys and you're successful and you're winning, it's hard to take a moment and say, damn.
It's not, get your head out your ass, bro. Be like, look, yo, is this like, all right, has this nigga ever said yeah to me? Has anyone ever said this is a bad idea? That take 5 seconds is a long time?
I just feel like it's hard to think about it in the moment when you're just going through life, just bang, 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 you know?
I feel you, brother.
But most people in life have yes men and women around them.
No, sure. I definitely feel you.
Majority of people, yeah.
No, I definitely feel you. So the final thoughts, real ones hold you accountable even when you don't want to hear it. I think that's a really important message. I like this one about 21, not with the whole, you know, it's not necessarily all about the whole snitching or not snitching and Gunna and whatever. It's more of his mindset going into his conversation with Thug and how he was able to portray that message, being like, hey, I understand you're upset, but you need to take a step back and understand that he's not like the rest of us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you got other bigger things to worry about. You got your business, your money,
exactly.
Your label, and all that other stuff, your family. You got a bunch of other stuff that you need to worry about. You need to take care about versus this little petty thing with somebody who, you know, ain't like us.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, let's get on to the next topic. Deante Kyle on the death of street rules. So this is all tying together here. Deante Kyle argues that street rules are a facade. Civilians talk about codes they never lived. The obsession with being real keeps people boxed in and afraid to be themselves.
1,000%.
Yeah.
1,000%. You see it all the time. I mean, like, people are afraid to be themselves, especially in these lower income communities or these, you know, in the hood. The people struggle with self-identity because they feel like they have to align with something that they're really not.
Yeah.
People like Gunna, I would say, who probably is not a street dude. He's probably not a tough dude at all. He just likes clothes and making music. But he has to portray himself in a certain way because he's around it and that's who he's surrounded by constantly. You know what I'm saying? And if you step out of that box and say, well, I want to do this, oh, it's different. Then you're ostracized. What do you know, I don't want to say the word. I don't want YouTube to get on our ass, but what are you, GAY? Like, what are you like, you a B, all this other stuff. And it's like, nah, that's just not me. But a lot of times it has to be you, at least for the meantime, to survive. So I'll play the video in a second, but big fan of Deante Kyle, by the way, really smart dude. He a guy who's been to jail a lot of times. He used to do a lot of rob and all that type of stuff before he changed his life. So he speaks from a point of view that he understands it. But yeah, like, I'm sure you know from experience or from people you know, like, it's hard to express yourself and be yourself in certain communities because you get told to be a certain way.
Oh, hell yeah.
You do something else, you're, like I said, JY or weak or you're not cool, whatever else. So, yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, but I'll play a video for y'all, and it's a good one.
In light of everything coming out about this YSL case, I don't want to waste time talking about who snitched or who didn't. I want to celebrate the fact that we can all collectively just let these street rules go. 95% of people who've been online talking about who snitched and who didn't ain't never did nothing that will warrant them to snitch in the first place.
This is why I dislike the hip hop YouTuber, commentator, pipeline people, the academics, all that, shedding light on this stuff that people don't understand. It's people with whole forums and group chats and they tying knots together for Chicago crime, like history. Like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, bro. I
You talking about King Von a serial killer. Bro, you live in the UK. You live in Britain, bro. Like, what are you talking about right now? What are you saying?
Yeah, it's entertaining.
You talking about he killed X, Y, and Z, and this is Tuckerville right here. This is where by the bus stop. Like, bro.
It's entertaining, bro. They like that life, man.
It's horrible. It's like living vicariously through people is horrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible. I hate it so much. Adam 22, you're next. You're going to help soon.
Most people haven't never did nothing crazy in the street or really been involved in an investigation or anything like that, where they are tested with whether to snitch or whether not to snitch. Yet we care so much about it. And I think the reason being is that street culture and thug culture amongst black people has been deemed as what's cool. And we've been sitting here living flattened and rigid around these codes and these rules that ultimately nobody follows.
I want to say one thing, though. You know, they always talking about street culture and whatever for the black community. Don't forget, they think that stuff was cool with the mob. And like all you said, all that stuff is cool for, it doesn't matter the community. The cartel, you got all these different types of Italian mob, the cartel, all this stuff is cool.
America especially loves a criminal. It's pervasive. Like, it's not just black community. Yeah. I think the black community is where the most harm is done to like our progress as a community. But
why do you think that is?
I just think a lot of reasons, man. It's a loaded question. A lot of reasons, bro. I mean, we're the most, in terms of like the media, we're the most talked about in terms of our crime. Black on black crime is like its own section. You would think, if you've never been to Chicago, you would think it's the worst place in the world. When in reality, it's only one section that's bad. The rest of it's very nice. Our music, of course, all that stuff. People that don't know black people very well, because a lot of people don't. They don't see them a lot. They assign that sort of lifestyle to what black people are as a whole. They generalize us as criminals, as aggressive, as violent, as whatever else, because of outside factors. Whereas, like, if you're talking about Italians, I don't think if you say Italian people to somebody, the first thing you think of is mobsters. Not anymore, at least. I don't think. Maybe in the fucking 60s or some shit, 40s, 50s, maybe it was different. But now I don't think you think that. I don't think when someone says Chinese, you don't think triad immediately. But it's the same thing. It's the same sort of thing. Drug trafficking, human trafficking, violence, murder, extortion, it's still there. It's all the same. But it damages us the most because a lot of black people grow up and they feel in the back of their mind that all they can be or all they can do is some street shit to get by. And that's what it is, unfortunately. For a lot of people, it is that way. But when these other communities where Hispanics or wherever else have the same sort of pitfalls, or they have limited options, and they have to turn to crime, they don't get the same coverage or the same sort of damaging narratives on them as they do for us. Yeah. And that's all, in a way, I guess. If that makes any sense, what I just said.
No, I think it makes sense.
Yeah, so it holds us back to worst.
I appreciate that.
And I think it's because the streets are dead. I think we need to let go of the past and embrace the future. I don't think we can call the war on drugs an attack on us and still uphold some of the standards and cultures that were birthed out of that. I think it's time for us to perceive a new way forward. Everything that was happening in high school that was considered lame, it was actually cool as fuck. It's something I discovered when I did the Atlantic Comic-Con.
Not everything. Some stuff is still lame. Okay, some stuff is still lame, y'all don't.
Yeah, I don't agree with what
some stuff is still lame.
Some stuff is still lame, bro. If you was a lame nigga back then, you still a lame nigga now.
Most
if you was
likely.
lame, you still lame, bro.
But it's okay to be lame among other lame people. Let's be happy. Let's be happy.
Yeah, being lame, bro.
I had never been at a Comic-Con a day in my life. But one thing I noticed is that these people that was ostracized and chastised in school for having alternative interests and things that weren't considered cool have persevered these interests throughout their life. And they don't care nothing about no snitching. They ain't thinking about none of that flattened out ass shit because they too busy being themselves and pursuing their interests. You ain't never heard of a Comic-Con convention being shot up because everybody in there having a vibe and having fun amongst their interests. I think the most important thing for us as black people right now is to imagine a world where we don't live in restrictions, where we can be free to express ourselves and express our interests any way we seem fit. We need to change what we consider cool because every nigga deserves to be cool.
What you think?
What do I think? I agree with the fact that you should definitely, just be yourself. And I kind of see what he's saying. The stuff that wasn't cool back then is starting to become cool now. And I'm not going to say necessarily that it was cool or it wasn't cool. It was more of he's reflecting now that he's like, hey, I wish I had the confidence.
It's definitely a reflection.
Yeah, it's more of a reflection. You got to look past what he's saying. It's not that the stuff now is cool now. That's not what he's saying. He's saying he wish he had the confidence or just the vigor back then to say like, hey, this ain't what I really want to do. I want to do X, Y, and Z.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I should have back then just said, hey, yeah, I don't want to do what y'all telling me to do.
Yeah,
do this.
Because like as we know, as anybody with a brain that actually does what they want to do knows, like those real interests and real passions you have persevere naturally anyway throughout life, no matter what anybody says. Mm-hmm. When you're doing stuff just for the fashion or just for like to be cool or to be liked by other people, it doesn't last. But when you have the courage to be disliked by other people because of what you want to do, you'll grow up and you'll leave high school eventually. You'll leave college eventually. Well, college is different. In college, you'll find a group for anything. But you'll leave the community you're in eventually, and you'll go somewhere and you'll be like, wow, people don't really care or they embrace me. And that's sort of what it is. A lot of people are stuck because it feels like, especially like in high school or like the Indian community growing up, it feels like it's just never going to end. It feels like, damn, I can't be me because I'm going to be bullied or whatever else, or people going to hate me or think I'm weird or whatever else. It's only 4 years, y'all. Only 4 years of your life. College, like I said, is different. You can find whatever you want to find. Or if you go on in your life, about your life and work, whatever else, you can always find your people, your community, your tribe. Always. No matter what you like. He spoke on Comic-Con or like anime or whatever else, but it could be anything. Mm-hmm. That's not the same as whatever the status quo is. You can always find your tribe of people. I think people got to realize that. Even when you're a grown-ass adult, people still afraid to be themselves. Mm-hmm. It don't matter if you're 40. You can find a club for like, I don't know, acting or something that you like might want to try. And you can find people that have some interest to you and don't look at it as if it's a damn crime or something stupid to do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. It sounded like he wanted to be an anime dude growing up.
Yeah, like he's upset that he didn't just like embrace it.
He's like, nah, it's cool as fuck growing up.
Yeah, like just people be scared to be themselves, bro. And I get it.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be alone. But like, bro, you can be alone for a little while. It's cool, man.
Yeah. You
always can find your tribe people when you look around a little bit. Especially with the internet, you can find people like any fucking thing.
It's hard, bro.
If you want to find fellow neo-Nazis, you can find them anytime you want. I mean, you can find them now. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
The issue, we're social creatures, bro. Everybody want to be liked, especially when you're young.
Hell yeah.
Everybody want to be
scary as hell to be disliked.
That's why it's scary to be disliked, you know? So I understand it, bro. So I'm not gonna lie, fuck it, we can keep this going, bro.
Yeah, we can say we clap then.
Tell you shit. I liked a lot of stuff that was way different than what the people that I grew up with liked. You know what I'm saying? You gotta realize. So I went to school with white people, but on the outside, I also like my environment was black, right? So I was caught in between. I know
that's the way to do it, you know.
But it was I got caught in the cliche. That shit is so real, bro.
Too black for the white people.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro, that shit is so real. Bro. A lot of the people, especially the black.
Back my head right now. You good?
Nah, bro. Hold on. Let me tell you, bro. A lot of black people, not a lot. There's a few black people that I grew up with, went to school with. They got caught up in the same problem that I did. You was either too black for the whites or too white for the blacks, bro. And what that means is that you couldn't really find like a similar interest that each side had. You know what I'm saying? You would go to one group of friends and they like X, Y, and Z or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you kind of like that stuff, but it wasn't necessarily the same. Then you go to the black people, right? And then you kind of like had some interest there, but it still wasn't the same for real. You know what I'm saying? So you got caught up in this constant battle of trying to figure out which one you like. But you had your own separate interests. That's what I'm saying. You had your own ideas, but you couldn't really find a group of people who held the exact same interests as you did. So you split a lot of your time.
You was in the future conservative African American pipeline for a little bit. You got out of it, thankfully.
What you mean?
You was almost in that pipeline, that trash panda pipeline.
What you talking about, bro?
That trash panda pipeline. I can't say the word. The raccoon pipeline. You was in there for a little bit. You made it out though.
Nah, I don't. I was. I'm being completely.
You went to school with some guys that end up like that.
Only a few.
Blacks for Trump type of guys.
Nah, actually don't.
For real?
Yeah, nah, I don't know any. Okay. I don't know any.
Yeah, behind closed doors.
Nah, bro, nah.
Go look at them voting history, man. What they voting?
Most of them definitely left, bro.
That's what's up.
Like type. But yeah, bro. But I definitely did get kind of like almost dragged into that idea a little bit. It kind of like I saw them trying to pull me in more and more. So to agree with your point, but at the same time, I always still stuck away from it.
Gotta be you.
Yeah, type thing. But like I was saying, going back to my original point, it was just hard finding somebody who liked all the same stuff as me. It sounded like it would be easy. Somebody who liked music, who liked video games, but still it wasn't too hood, but it wasn't too like soft type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Most people were extremes. They either really like video games, that's all they did. They were either hood, like I'm not doing nothing. We fighting every day. We selling, doing everything. Like yeah. I'm like, bro, I ain't trying to do all that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I like having fun and doing my thing. You find somebody who was music, but it was like they doing some weird shit. I'm like, bro, what are you doing, bro? I'm trying to make some good music. I know it's crazy to say. I'm trying to make good music. You know what I'm saying? So it was just hard to find that equal balance. At least that's in my experience. You know what I'm saying? So I understand what Deante Kyle said. But another thing is, what I'm getting at is that I never fell into the I'm gonna try and be cool with them. You know what I'm saying? It might seem like, okay,
that's a dangerous part.
But you like, bro, people will talk about you, bro. I definitely got a lot of people talking about me and stuff like that. Sure. You know what I'm saying? And because I didn't follow the same I remember that growing up, there was a lot of black people. They hanging out with the black people. They was either talking shit about other people, gossiping and shit like that. I'm talking with guys and girls, not just all the guys. I don't want to make it seem like the guys just gossiping all day, but they was talking shit and gossiping about some bullshit that didn't even matter. I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to sit here and have fun and talk about like the show that was just on, the game, the video game, you know what I'm saying? Why we gotta do all this yapping about other people, bro? I don't care about them niggas, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to have fun. Why are we sitting there bashing somebody? You feel what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, not with them. So then I'll go hang out with like the nerdy guys or something. Like you call them nerdy guys. You know what I'm saying?
Them niggas just don't get no girls.
No girls. You know what I'm saying? No girls, and they too into the stuff. It's not even fun no more. Now they get like no, but you know what I'm saying? No, but like you argue, bro. We try to chill, have a good time, chill with some bit. You know what I'm saying? But there's too much, so it was hard to find. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, growing up for me, like I was into a lot of stuff, so I liked a lot of different things. People didn't like, certain music and stuff like that. Certain.
Don't get me started.
I played the game a lot.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Because you like rock music sometimes. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I love all genre music except country.
Bro, people used to get on me because I like rock music. I'm like, bro,
I love skateboarding, all that type of stuff.
That's what skateboarding, bro. All that stuff, bro.
But I like the other side too. But it's a balance. I guess I'm just like lucky. I never really cared about. I honestly care what people think. I care now, but. When I was a kid, I don't think I cared about it that much because I had a lot of friends. I think I was always kind of funny, so people like me.
Yes, I think that was the difference. You had...
I'm so handsome, that helps.
Talk your shit, boy. Talk your shit. Yeah. But like what I was saying is that you were lucky that you had a group of friends who... You found people who like the same stuff for the most part. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying I didn't, but I had to do a lot of...
soul searching.
Nah, like compartmentalizing, separating. Like I wasn't able to find that.
I think I did too, but it was less so.
Yeah.
Like growing up elementary school and everything like that, middle school.
But you stayed in the area too, right?
No, I lived in the city until like 10th grade. Okay. So I lived in the city until like 2014. Mm-hmm. So, but to be fair, Owings Mills in Newtown, a lot of people that went to that school grew up similar to me anyway, because it's not, a lot of people freshly moved to the county, stuff like that. But it was definitely a culture shock in a way, because I had never, like, when I got to, like, 11th grade was the first time I had a teacher telling me, like, you can go to college. You should probably
go to...
Yes. And I went to city, like, the school city in the city. Like, it's a good school. Like, they produce a lot of people go to big kind of colleges, Ivy League kids. They have kids that come from other countries to go to that school. It's a public school, but it is a high-level public school. I went there, but I never had nobody really tell me, like, oh, you're really smart. You should probably go to college. You can really do this if you dedicate yourself. Not until 11th grade when I got to Newtown, they were like, you could, go to any college you want probably if you do what you need to do. Like, do it like this, you'll be good. And like, that's the first time I ever had that happen because I'd never been around that many smart black kids before. I've been around a lot of kids who were just like smart, but they were smart, like, but they were smart, but they obviously were influenced by bad things. So they were using their smart for bad things. Yeah, the environment was rough. So it was different because I remember like going to city or going to school, like in middle school and stuff in the city, like I was going to school every day or going to the bus every day, worried about if I'm going to get banked today or whatever else, I'm going to have to fight today, all that type of stuff. Mm-hmm. So it was definitely different to go to school where I could just walk to and everybody lives in the area and we hang out after school and we walk to this place and that place and I got to worry about if I'm walking to the wrong place or if I'm on Alameda too long, I probably shouldn't want to be over here too long. Like it's a different thing. But I think I'm lucky in a way because I had like a good support at home that kind of let me be myself.
Yeah.
That's another thing people don't really understand, I think, is when you have that sort of feeling of like not want to be yourself. It's not just school or friends. It's like also you go home, your family will still say, why you doing that weird shit? Why you doing this? Why you doing that?
Yeah.
I never had that, thankfully. Like, it was little jokes in there, but my family generally embraced what I liked, and they didn't really care. So that's lucky for me, too.
Yeah, you're really blessed for that.
Yeah, because a lot of people go home. Like, a lot of people, bullies are their fucking parents. Like, you know what I'm saying? They go home.
A lot of it starts at home.
Yeah, like, a lot of women will grow up and realize their biggest haters are mom. You know what I'm saying? Or, like, men, too. Like, they go home and they're bullied at home. They can't be themselves in their own house. That's why they go to school and act up, because their home life is fucked up. So, yeah, but I think what he was saying was very true. But like you said, I think he was projecting a little bit. I think he just kind of wishes like that he was himself earlier on.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is fine.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
But I think for anybody, just a message for anybody is like, no matter how old you are, just embrace the things you do, like, and who you are.
It's hard, bro.
It's difficult because maybe you're like not liked anymore. But it depends. If you're like one of them people who's like,
What you want to be like for anyway?
good point. The hoes, I guess. They gotta like you. A little bit, at least. They do gotta like you a little bit. If they don't like you, don't keep trying. It's about, that depends. I mean, because some people interests are like, you know, oh, I'm a big history buff. I love World War II. And you start talking to them more, and they start talking about, like, the other side a lot more. Like, the losers are like, oh, you read Mein Kampf how many times? Like, I don't know if I should be cool with you anymore. Like, you are kind of different, a different dude. Like, you ask them about the Holocaust, they're like, yeah, you know, just the tragedy, you know, Europe was destroyed, and, you know, a lot of people died and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, how many people died? You know, they don't say 6 million people, you're looking at them kind of crazy. Like, oh, you're underselling a little bit, buddy. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, so you gotta kind of manage yourself. If your interests are generally like, no one likes them, you're probably a weirdo. But if you can't
think so? Like, okay, what's the interest that no one would like? Like, that's just like, and don't get us clapped on YouTube.
Okay, let me not say that, because you can find, on the internet, you can find anybody that's anything.
That's what I'm saying,
You can find people who like furries and stuff like that online.
Okay.
No, furries be rich, bro. You ever seen them furry fursuits? They be up. They be like $20,000 suits. They be like rich.
Are you serious?
I swear to God.
Are you serious?
I put this on my soul.
So that's like a rich man's
Look
kink?
this up.
That's a rich man's kink?
For sure.
That's so weird, bro.
But that's what they like. They don't mean no harm to nobody. They just...
No, you're right. No, I ain't no harm.
That's what they are for
I
real.
think people need to embrace their kinks more.
Publicly, but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Bro, if you got a kink, bro, just let it live, bro. You don't gotta hold it. That's where you get all this resentment, and then you don't love yourself. You be depressed all your life, bro. Just let it go, bro. Everybody trying to be all perfect, bro. Just be you, dog. Be you, bro.
Yeah, behind closed doors.
Don't do nothing weird, bro. You know.
What's weird to you? You said furries is weird. That's weird, but it's like that's like the base level.
That's base.
It gets worse from what I heard. I don't know.
Don't tell you so, bro.
That's not my lifestyle.
Hey, we don't judge in the whip.
We're gonna have an episode one day about
What's
sex.
the furries?
No. No, we're not. We can do a sex episode sometime.
Yeah, we got a freaky episode in the whip.
Yeah. Can't be just us in here though. We gotta get some balance, bro.
Some balance.
Both genders. I'm sorry, there's more than two genders. People, everybody.
Yeah, we just got a bunch of people in here.
Yeah. A bunch of they, them, and Z-thems and all that.
All
Yeah,
that,
bro.
man. All that, man.
Yeah, but it's different though. It's hard to find your tribe. But if you look around, you'll find it. If your tribe just happens to be like skinhead or something like that, or the Klan, maybe you're real wrong. Or like extremists of some way.
How your tribe just happened to be the Klan? You don't just happen to be in the Klan.
Well, I mean, if you voted for Trump, you voted the same way that the Klan voted, so you might gotta look yourself in the mirror in a way. But we're not being political today.
Yeah, we're
Back
not
to the point.
political, man.
Don't be afraid to be disliked. Be yourself.
I feel
if
you,
people
bro.
don't like you, it is what it is. They're not meant for you.
Mm-hmm.
If people don't like you, they're not meant for you.
That's hard, bro. Like, I know I just keep saying it, bro, but you gotta realize, bro, especially when you're younger, it be feeling like you're by yourself, bro, and there's no
High school feels so long.
Bro. You just feel like no escape in it, bro. And you just like, you want people to like you, but you have these interests. I know I'm going in circles. I need to stop. But it's just, I understand. Like, I just want people to know that I understand it's super hard. But I want to, if you're under the age of like, if you're still in your early 20s and even in your teens, if you happen to be really young watching this, understand that it's okay to be yourself. And you should be yourself. And all those people who are thinking that you're weird, bro, I promise you're not weird. You're just more, it doesn't seem like it, you're way more confident than they are.
Hell yeah.
You're way more
1000%.
That's the one thing that I had to realize later on in life. I thought these people were so confident because they were doing everything that all these people liked. No, bro, they're the least confident because they're doing everything that people like. They couldn't say no to the standards that someone else put onto them. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you really think about it, you know how confident you have to be, or how don't give a fuck you got to be one of those nerdy ass niggas to be like, nah, I like fucking whatever the fuck, and I don't care if you don't like it or not, I'm still gonna like it. You're not gonna stop me from liking it. That takes so much
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. If a nigga
Warhammer 40K.
I'm not a big Dungeons and Dragons.
I like Warhammer. I like Warhammer.
I'm not a Dungeons and Dragons. I don't like that stuff. It's just not. It's not fun to me. Like,
you don't want a brawl play?
It's not fun to me, like I said. But I have a friend who's been playing it since he was probably little. He loves it, and I'd be like, bro, that shit's so boring. Like that, he doesn't give a fuck. You like
that shit's so gay.
Yeah, I don't
look that up. But you're like,
he's like, I don't care, bro. I still love it. I play, and I love it for it. Do you know how confident that is? You gotta have some nuts to say that. Especially if it'd be a bunch of us around. We'd be like, yo, what the fuck? That shit's so weird, bro. He's like, I don't give a fuck. Not weird, but like you like.
No, I would say it's weird. I don't care.
But yeah,
you don't care. Like, you weird.
He's just like, I don't care, bro. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. I love the confidence, bro. You got some nuts, bro. That's what I'm saying.
One of my favorite, because I love clothes so much. One of the telltale signs of someone who just loves themselves and don't care is how they dress. 1000%. People just confident in wearing what they want to wear, trying new things.
I don't agree, bro. I don't agree.
Some people do it just for attention.
Exactly. You gotta remember that.
If you're in the circles that I'm in, you can tell who's going to fit you and who's not.
Mm-hmm. So I got my boy Shaky. I do a lot of music with him, yo. That nigga don't give a fuck about. He does everything for him. Don't get me wrong. He does it like he thinks he like. Let me see.
He wants to look good.
He wants to look good, and he knows that it gets him attention, but it's not like he's not following no fads, no nothing. This is just all him. He been like that forever, bro. And like, you know, like, I'm agreeing with what you're saying. Like, there's some people who just, you can tell when a person, like, he's just one of those people, I don't give a fuck. That nigga's super smart, too. Like, that nigga's too smart. Huh?
We should have him on here.
I want to. I think he's in New York right now. He's been moving a lot and shit like that. But once he gets settled down, he come back to town. Hey, Shaky, what's up, bro? What's up?
Drop there, do a show.
Pull up. You know what I'm saying? Because I think he watches this sometimes and shit like that.
Do a show in New York.
All right, let's do that. Let's do that, man. Yeah, Shaky cool as shit, smart as hell. Hell no, bro. We gonna take the Jeep, bro.
I'm not in the Jeep right now. Oh, whip of the week.
I goofed because we got caught up in the...
With the power of editing, you will see this at the beginning. So today we're in a 2024 Mitsubishi Outlander. I have this currently because anybody who drives an SUV or a truck, you might know this. People tend to just hit you sometimes. So my car's in the shop right now, unfortunately. I'm okay. I have a little bit of physical therapy for my hip over here, but I'm good. Well, you know.
No, I'm just saying it's messed up.
Yeah, but Mitsubishi Outlander is a 2024. It's a nice car. If you have like a family, it's definitely a family, soccer mom-esque, like, I no longer want to have fun. I want to just have my kids with me type of vehicle, for sure. It's slow. It's ugly, but it's spacious. It has all the bells and whistles you can think of. I think
this is the worst whip of the week that
Mitsubishi, please, if you see this, I still want to sponsor. We can still work with you. I only mean it for this car. Other cars are nice. I love the Telluride. That's a good car.
I think this is the worst. What is the word?
Worst whip of the week so far.
Not just like our description of the car. That's just so
it has an ugly gear shift. I don't like it. Now it does have like all the, traction control, snow, dirt, winter, whatever else.
It got
eco drive. It's great on gas. I have only filled it up one time. I had a car for almost a week already.
Damn.
One time.
That's really good, bro.
I drive a lot.
You shitting on this car? That sounds like a great car to me.
It's not a fun car though. If you buy
paying all that money, that sounds fun to me.
If you buy this car, you're basically saying like, my life's over. I ain't getting no more hoes anyway. I ain't getting no more hoes anyway. I'm gonna buy the Mitsubishi Outlander for real.
Man, it ain't about the car, dog.
This nice car though for people that have, 2 to 3 kids. They don't have sex with their wife that much. Stuff like that. About that, it's cool.
I don't even know if I can see.
You like it?
Nah. It's cool, bro. It's cool, bro. It's cool, bro. It's cool.
It's a car. It'll get you A to B.
It's got carbon fiber. Is this even real carbon fiber?
Nah, that's microplastics.
Hey, man, it's like you said, it's a great car. Get you A to B. I like this little thing. What's this?
It's like a screen. You can touch it.
Oh, it's touchscreen. There you go. It's gonna break.
Yeah, it might. It's cheap.
Nah, man, it's a cool car, bro. I wouldn't get the car, but it's a cool car.
It's a Mitsubishi.
I'm trying to look at the
You know
inside.
what you pay for.
They look clean.
If you buy a Mitsubishi, you know what you're getting. A car that's going to be consistent, stable. It's not going to be. It's going to be reliable. You can fit the 3 rows of seats in here. You can't see it that well. The 3 rows of seats.
Oh, it is 3?
There's a small one in the back. Yeah.
I like this now, man.
It's good. I mean, it's definitely a car you would go to like vacation in like Nebraska.
It's got 140 on the dash, so.
The governor probably stopped this shit at 98 miles an hour. This shit is slow. It does not get up
You
at all.
gotta tune it, bro.
Oh, you also have an option for manual. There's paddle shifting. Also,
that's
which is
cool.
crazy.
Okay, hold up. Does it have a sport mode?
Not that I see.
I think it might have a sport mode if you got the paddles, bro. See, no, I thought the same thing about the Toyota Camry until I was like, because we took it to Florida one year. It was a rental.
You drove to Florida?
No. Drove it and got it while we was in Florida. And drove around it. I was like, yo, this is the worst car I've ever been in. Then the last day, I was like, what's this S on the thing? Found out it was sports mode. Dummy, that's when I said going, bro. I'm talking about fucking no less than 80.
It's not this. It's not this.
You don't know that.
I know it. I've been in the car for almost a week. It's not this. It's cool though. It got the lane warnings. You can't shift over. It has all the stuff you want. Backup camera, whatever else. You have a phone charger. You just put your phone on top of, like, you know, this, and it's
See, it's
charging.
got little stuff that's nice, bro.
This would be a nice car to have on like a road trip.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm not a fan. But Mitsubishi, like I said, if you ever see this somehow and want to say, give us another one to do a show in.
Or, you know, you could ask how will we make it better.
Put us on the design committee. You know, I'm not a fan of the Gaga songs, but, you know, what does she know about cameras? You know what I'm saying? You get the same way. I could be the creative director for Mitsubishi. I can do it.
I feel like you could.
Yeah,
I feel
so
like you could.
absolutely.
So overall, what do you rate this car?
I would give it like a 4. No, a 5. It's right at dead average. It's a dead average vehicle.
Okay.
For an average person
And
living
you're
an
saying,
average life.
so you're giving that because of the year?
No, it's a new car.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, if it was older, it'd be worse? For sure.
Okay.
1000%.
Okay, just want to make sure.
This is an average car for an average person living an average life. Which is
If
nothing
you
wrong with
have the car, this might be perfect for you. You got it for a reason. But for us, this is not.
it. It ain't even no fun.
It's not. It's not something that I would get personally. So, hey man, that was fun. Let's get on to this last topic, man.
Hardly a topic, but
Funniest YSL Woody moments in court. We gotta end it off, man.
yeah, so this, with all this stuff coming out now and the case being over, we gotta look back at the real star of the show. The star was not Young Thug. It wasn't Gunna. It wasn't nobody. It was Woody. Woody, a name you heard on Young Thug's songs for years, where he would describe Woody's various murders on the songs, which were played in court, by the way. He was the star of the show. He took over. He ended up growing a whole social media career off of this stuff because his personality is legitimately one of the funniest I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He is one of the most sarcastic people I've ever seen. He is very much like confident in a way, in his own way. He probably doesn't really care what people think about him at all. Because he's bald. You can tell once you're bald, I mean, you don't really care. So, yeah, we're going to play some because he's just funny. We're going to laugh. You know, we're going to, you know, sit back, kick it. And hopefully, you know, that'd be a good guest for the show, Woody.
Woody?
Yeah. What you think he drive?
Probably something nice, man.
Probably, man. Think he got some money?
Hell yeah. You see if he doing all them.
Are you currently working?
I'm in jail.
What is 372?
Numbers.
Why did you destroy your shoulder?
Cut in my shoulders.
You have hair on your head when you take the picture?
What you
When you
think?
took the picture.
It look like I got hair on my head.
Okay. How long ago have you been bald? Do you have children?
You know that.
Okay. I do, but the jury doesn't. Do you have children?
Yep.
All right. How many?
More than one.
All right. Do you have more than 3?
I might. Ain't no telling.
Okay. And when you say cool, what do you mean?
COOL.
I didn't ask you to spell it. I asked you what you mean. For Echo Hotel, and once it's Echo,
Get back.
do you want some water?
You give me a drink.
Are you currently?
It's a classic, bro.
Bro, he's hilarious, bro.
I think that's how most people would feel answering some of the questions that they were asking. Like, they were just asking the dumbest questions. I understand it's like just where the court has to go. You have to ask certain things, like to just, what did you mean by cool? And what do you mean by this in the song? Well, it's like, bro, shut up. Like, it's stupid, but I get it. It's the type of person that's the type of thing how I want to answer these questions, because it's like, what's 372? Numbers? Like, what are you talking about? Like, why are you shrugging your shoulders? Like, because I'm probably sitting in the court for 7 hours asking dumbass questions all day. You know what I'm saying? You know what it reminds me of? You ever seen that the TikTok CEO guy was at the Congress hearing? The Singaporean dude, they kept asking about like Chinese.
Yeah, bro.
He was like, does TikTok use my Wi-Fi to see what I'm doing? And he was like,
no.
Like,
no, you need to connect to the Wi-Fi to get to the app, but like, no.
He said, does TikTok...
bro, I forgot. They were asking some dumbass questions to him, bro.
He said, are you a Chinese national? No, I'm Singaporean. You ever got a Chinese passport? Like, no, I'm Singaporean.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's like a bunch of people who don't know what they're talking about or don't know nothing about what they're asking about, asking questions. It's horrible.
Yeah.
I've been there, done that. It's like in school when your teacher asks you like about what y'all talking about or whatever else, and trying to get y'all in trouble for something that y'all, and y'all just like, bro, you don't even have no idea what we've been doing in this class or whatever else. Like, you know what I mean? So
yeah, I remember the whole TikTok and the Singaporean guy. Like, when I say the questions were so stupid, you can tell those people had no idea what they were talking about. Like, it was just like, why did you get these people? You obviously can tell those people that they chose were out of the loop. Like, they were older men who had barely probably used their phone, probably sent an email and a text, you know, probably watch a little bit.
Most politicians are like old, stupid idiots, so
yeah,
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. But it's
you can be like 90 and be the president. So, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not surprised, bro. It's been a bunch of hearings like that, bro. But that one is probably my favorite. Besides, there's like the TikTok one. Another one I loved, Mark Zuckerberg, when he had to go up there and he was like an alien. He was like shaking like this and he was like looking crazy, asking dumbass questions like that. Big fan of that. I hate Mark Zuckerberg though.
Why?
It's evil.
You think so?
It's Antichrist probably. Besides him, he and Peter Thiel, Antichrist.
Yeah.
He just bought like half of Hawaii or something like that.
Peter Thiel?
Zuckerberg.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Zuck. Just I don't think he has any morals, bro.
Not at all.
Yeah, that's my big. Like, you don't have any morals, bro. What do you stand on? Nothing.
Money.
That's what I'm saying.
What damn money you got?
What you need more for?
That's a great question, man.
No, I'm just like,
I don't know. If you gave me $1 billion, you'd never see me again. I wouldn't work again. I would sit on a beach for the rest of my life and just chill. I would not ask for no more money. I don't care.
Why?
I have no greed. I have no greed beyond. If I could fulfill all my needs with X amount of dollars, I would stop there probably. I don't really care to go beyond that. Just for the sake of it. What's the point?
So for them, it obviously has never been about money.
It's about power over others in the world. It's a power over like everything. You know, Peter Thiel wants to like create like transhumanism. He wants to transcend like mortality.
Why?
Because he wants to live forever. He don't want to die because he died. You know where you're going.
You know where you're going. Exactly. You know where you're going.
You know what I'm saying? You know where you're going if he passes away. So he wants to kind of live forever. He wants to, you know, take human parts and augment them with technology and stuff like that and and the worst part about that is that he tries to use the Bible to like justify it, which is obviously wrong because the whole point of going to heaven is to get a perfect body in a perfect place in your paradise. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to die because you're going to somewhere where you'll be rebuilt perfectly. In the same way that Jesus is perfect.
So I didn't
even know this guy. I know that.
Yeah, I think, you know, using those tools, like if someone's an amputee and
that makes sense.
They, you know, a bionic leg that they feel with and they can move it with their, like, just work with everything.
Yeah,
I think that's
the problem is when you're like old and you're like sacrificing children to be living forever. It's a little different. It's probably like, I don't know if you're doing the right thing, brother. Or like one of my favorite games, Cyberpunk 2077. One of the reasons that the game happens, the storyline happens, because they're trying. The company Arasaka, which is basically like whatever evil company you can think of now, Amazon or BlackRock or something like that. They're trying to the CEO was trying to live forever, so he's trying to transfer his consciousness into another person's body against their will. And that's why the little chip is in the game that you end up putting in yourself. That, you know, I almost spoiled the game. Sorry, guys. But you know,
damn, bro, I wanted to play that game too.
I ain't gonna spoil it.
You already did, bro.
I ain't gonna spoil it, no, because that's one of the endings. But yeah, so it's like stuff like that. That stuff is coming up very soon. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, these aren't games. These are
another thing in that game that I found interesting.
Documentaries.
Another thing in that game that's like really scary to me is that the internet in that game, the internet that we know it as it was in that game, was so taken over by AI that people had to create a new internet because that one was compromised completely. And it became like an entire.
It's happening now.
It became like an entire different dimension of like beings because AI had controlled it for so long.
It's happening now.
Yeah, that's scary.
Slowly. Oh my goodness! I just saw a video game about. I mean, not a video. A video talking about Metal Gear Solid or Metal Gear.
I love Metal Gear Solid. I love all of them.
Yeah.
Very prophetic games, by the way.
That's what I'm saying. And one of them was talking about it. Basically foreshadowed the stuff that we're going through now with some of the big companies taking over, talking about the shadow government and all that other
shadow government
stuff.
and corporations.
Yeah, bro. And
like,
it's almost 10, 20 years ago, the game. I'm like, what?
I love Metal Gear. Everybody's played Metal Gear.
I think I played Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2, maybe, or maybe just 2.
You definitely played 3. Snake Eater, you gotta play 3.
What's that again?
Snake Eater, play the 3rd one. That's the best one.
Really?
Snake Eater, just gotta be made. You can make
For real? I might have to check that out, man, because I've been back on my video games tip, you know what I'm saying?
Back on 2K?
Yeah, I was about to say, yo, check me out, Flex Gotti Live. I'm streaming right now Wednesdays and Saturdays, or maybe Wednesday, Saturdays, Monday, Sunday, twice. I'm trying to get it.
Streaming today?
Yeah, probably.
Today's Sunday.
Might be.
Well, we can run together.
All right, but you got the game, right?
Yes.
All right, we're just making sure. But yeah, yo, so I'm back on here streaming and stuff like that, back on my game tip. So yeah, Flex Gotti Live, man, on Twitch and YouTube, man. Check us out, man.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm trying to play more games.
Yeah.
Type stuff.
But yeah, that's why I always reference like shows and movies. Cause like it's a real life. We're talking about it's a show. It's real life. But like a lot of this stuff, bro, the only way people can express themselves and really say what they want on their mind is if you can package it in an entertaining package to sell to a corporation that actually they won't even care. They want to just make money. So you can sell a movie to somebody that's talking about them badly, but if they make money, they don't care. They ain't going to watch any damn way.
They do that shit all.
That's how you express yourself properly. Like, I mean, you know, and like, so I reference movies a lot. I love movies and shows so much, but they are lenses of our life. You know, life imitates art, and I always say that. So
This sounds so weird. I hate movies, bro.
I love movies.
I hate movies.
I'm sorry, I love film. Big fan of cinema.
I used to love movies. That's all I used to do. But now I don't. I'm afraid of this. What they trying to put in my head, bro.
What did The Conjuring put in your head?
That's what I'm saying. I didn't want to see that shit.
What did you review of The Conjuring? What did you give it out of 10? We saw The Conjuring together, guys.
Yeah.
In the whip. We're gonna do some in the whip vlogs soon, man. We're gonna get y'all in our lives a little bit.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, we can do that for sure.
We can do that shit.
We saw The Conjuring, the newest one, Last Rites, a couple days ago. I thought it was a solid 6. I feel like if you watch the other movies, you would appreciate it more. I didn't really care. I watched Annabelle back in the day. Thought it was cool. Mm-hmm. This one movie was a little scary at times, but I wasn't like, you know, I went home and slept pretty well.
You lying? That movie was ass. I know it was ass. It was ass. I thought it was gonna be a little scary.
Okay, I've seen ass movies. It wasn't ass.
No, it definitely wasn't ass. I just thought it was gonna be scary.
I've seen pretty bad movies though.
I thought it was gonna be scarier. I think maybe shook a little once. And the bad part, I'll be scary. I ain't gonna lie, and that shit didn't really scare me. So I'm not telling y'all not to watch it. I think y'all should definitely watch it, especially if you've seen the other ones.
I don't care if you do or don't. I don't get paid by it.
You right. But I feel like it's a good way to wrap up everything, because that was supposed to be the final one, right?
So you seen any other ones?
Yeah, I seen like almost all of them.
I ain't never seen. I only saw the one with Annabelle.
For real?
I saw The Nun also.
For real?
The Nun is buns. That's a horrible movie.
I heard it was bad.
Terrible film.
I never seen it.
Only cool part is in that movie is that there's like a priest and he uses like a fucking Jesus' blood like in a grenade or something. That shit was tough. I know. That's interesting.
That sound hard.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. But other than that, I didn't care.
Conjuring was alright. I mean, like, it was cool.
Yeah. Shout out Ed and Lorraine. They're dead, but shout out to them. I didn't know they were dead. I thought they were still alive, but the movie told us they were dead. So
I thought they were been dead. Like,
I thought they were just old people. I don't know. So what's up with their house? Is their house still standing?
I'm not going to that shit.
You don't want to go to the room with the dolls and stuff in there? We should do that sometime.
Get the fuck out. No, hell no, bro.
Just carry a cross with you, a rosary or something. You'll be all right. Carry a Bible with you.
I don't play that shit, bro.
You good?
You would go in there? You cabin.
Sure.
You cabin like a bitch, bro.
What's going to happen to me? I'm not bringing them home with me. I don't care.
They going to latch onto you.
Oh, my. She in the box. Annabelle's in the box.
I'm not talking about, there's hundreds of...
But they live in the house with the things and nothing happens to them. They good.
Yes, it does. You saw what happened to them.
I ain't their daughter. I ain't gonna get possessed.
Dog, shh.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. Bleep it out. I'm sorry. Guess I fuck. It's not a good movie anyway. What's the best movie you've seen recently? What not?
I got you.
What's your favorite movie? Ever. First. And then
my favorite ever movie?
Yes.
Night of the Roxbury. Have you seen that? Have you heard of it?
I've heard of it, never seen it.
Will Ferrell and I can't think of the other guy's name right now.
Yeah, I've heard of it, never
seen
it.
My favorite movie. Second favorite movie, Mean Girls. I know that's crazy.
My favorite movie is Snatch. Second favorite movie is Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Say it again?
Fantastic Mr.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
That's interesting.
100%. And Snatch my favorite. Snatch is like an old like British crime movie, Guy Ritchie film. What's your best movie you've seen recently?
Sinners.
Same. I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah.
Good
That
movie.
was really good. I was so surprised because I was skeptical because everyone was talking about how good it was. I thought, oh, it's gonna be one of them bullshit ass movies. Just you had to say it was good. But now that shit was actually good. It surprised the fuck out of me. Very well written. They did an excellent job tying a lot of the historical elements in there, getting the whole feel.
Sure.
Like it was just a great movie.
Great soundtrack.
Yeah, and I'm saying, and this is coming like, I'm not just saying that shit because I was a hater when I walked. I was hating. I was sitting in that bitch like, and then after I was like, ain't no way. So, yeah.
That was up. Okay. What's your favorite show?
I don't really watch TV.
Mine is The Wire. Second is Sopranos. Third is probably like Curb Your Enthusiasm or something like that.
Mine, South Park.
I like South Park too.
South Park.
I like American Dad.
American Dad's good.
American Dad's better than Family Guy.
Yeah. No, I can agree. I can agree now.
Not initially, but
Yeah, thank you. That's what I was going to say.
a few years ago it flipped for sure. You know what sucks? I've never been a fan of it? The Simpsons.
Yeah, Simpsons was overhyped.
Them people overhyped it.
Yeah.
Them people.
Have you ever watched The Office?
I hate The Office. I don't find it
Have
funny
you
at all.
watched it?
Yes, I find it
I
so
see
boring and
clips.
stupid.
I think it's kind of funny.
I think it's so lame.
I think I might have to watch it now.
I'm not a fan.
No?
I like Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Flip said he likes it. I think that's like one of
He would like The Office. The quintessential office watcher, actually. Can't think of someone else other than Michael. I think would watch Office besides him, for sure.
I want to watch it now. I saw a clip and I was like, yo, that shit actually look kind of funny.
It's alright. I see why people find it funny, but it's not my type
Why?
It's just not my type of thing. My type of humor is not that.
They call it dry humor.
But it's like bad dry humor. Like Curb Your Enthusiasm is very similar, but it's a lot funnier to me.
Well, no, they got like, what?
No, the most overhyped show is Friends for sure.
Really?
1000%.
Which one was Friends?
All the white people live in New York together.
The Jew guys, what's it called?
No, not Seinfeld. You know Seinfeld.
Oh, I'm talking about Seinfeld.
Seinfeld is the people. But no wrong with that. Because Curb Your Enthusiasm is actually written by Larry David, he stars in it and wrote it. He wrote Seinfeld.
Mm-hmm.
But the humor he uses in Curb Your Enthusiasm is a lot funnier. Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah,
Jesus, I gotta
Seinfeld was just like,
Seinfeld's for crackers. I can't.
I gotta bleep that.
It's cool. Sorry. It's for people that aren't like me, which is fine.
Yeah. No.
What's your favorite black show?
Yes.
And you can't say Martin. I'm just playing. If you want to say Martin, you can.
I like Martin now. I didn't watch it growing up.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't watch it growing up. I watched Wayne's Brothers.
Wayne's Brothers is cool.
I watched Wayne's
I
Brothers.
like Living Single.
Really?
Yeah, I like Living Single.
For real?
I like A Different World too.
I actually really didn't like Living Single.
Really?
Personally, I didn't like it.
It's probably better as older. Like as you're older and you actually understand what they're going through. Like it's probably better. Because Martin was just funny. Like,
Urkel. What's that one called?
yeah, I know Family Matters.
Family Matters. I watched that a lot growing up.
Static Shock.
Never watched Static Shock.
You should.
Yeah.
It's really good. Yeah.
Never watched Static Shock. Fresh Prince was alright. I liked it. Don't get me
It's a little too goofy at times, but it was alright.
Yeah, it was on. You stayed up Nick and Night.
You like the Cosby Show?
It was on.
You like Cosby Show though?
It was on.
I can't watch it no more.
For real?
I can't watch it now. No, he was wild like that. Oh yeah, boy, Bill was a crazy man. I ain't gonna lie. I can't watch that. He was wild. He's on different type of time, bro.
I mean, I just never. It was cool. It was just one of those things that was on.
But it's just so much older than us that it never really resonated with me.
Yeah.
It's old people shit.
Yeah. So Family Matters. Oh, what was the one? That sounded crazy. What was the one? Fuck. The guy, he kind of had a little twist in his head. He was dating that one girl. I can't think of what the show is called. I see them. They always wore the black colleges on their shirts.
Oh, I just said it earlier. Different World, right?
Oh yeah, you said that one already?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like Different World.
Rachel, yeah.
I like that. I like A Different World a lot. That was pretty good.
Okay.
The one I like now the most is Martin.
Okay.
I think Martin is hilarious now. I never got it, like, for some reason, I never seen it growing up. I don't know why. It was never on or why, whatever. But I never watched it. Now I'm older.
You should watch The Wire for sure. And The Sopranos. And probably Breaking Bad too.
I've seen Breaking Bad.
That's a good show.
I like
I never watched it.
How you gonna say it's a good show? You never watched it?
I just know it's good. I've seen enough. I know it's good. I just didn't watch it.
It's a great show, actually. I really liked it. I never seen The Wire. I need to. I will.
True Detective. At least season 1.
Yeah.
Twin Peaks.
Yeah. Like I said, bro, I don't really watch TV like that no more.
Not enough time. You gotta grind.
I don't have to grind, bro. I got other stuff that I rather.
You be gaming too much, is it? You rather game?
Oh, yeah. Then watch TV.
True.
I'd rather game than watch TV, bro.
I used to play the game a lot.
Same.
I used to play the game a lot. Like, until, like, I turned, like, my life got real when I turned, like, 20-something. I was getting a lot. Like,
this is all the
I was a teenager.
Our young viewers enjoy that free time that you have, because that shit will go away. All the time you spend playing video games, it's not gonna be.
I probably got, like, just between, like, Call of Duty from, like, Call of Duty 4 till Black Ops 3. That's when I stopped liking it as much. I probably have, like, each one of them I have at least, like, 10 in-game days played. Like, it's a lot of time.
For real?
I play a lot of those games. You could blind
certified gooner.
You could when I say this, you could literally blindfold me and shoot every gun in Modern Warfare 2. I know the gun sound off the top of my head, bro. I'm telling you.
That's some really.
It's burned into my brain. Same thing with Halo, Gears of War, but mainly Call of Duty for sure. Call of Duty, like, when I sound like an old man now when I talk about it, because I'm like, I was there for the glory days and I spent a lot of time. I'm a veteran, but, like, I spent a lot of time playing that shit. I was a kid playing that shit. I remember I got my PS3 in 2006 when it came out, but I got online in 2009. First thing I played was on MW2. Straight, like, all night, every day.
Hell yeah, MW2.
Like, every day, all day. Like, it's constantly. But I've been a big gamer. I have, like, had every console pretty much that you can think of. I was born with a Xbox, a PS2, had a PS1, I had a 64 in the house, had a bunch of games, had a GameCube, got the Wii when it came out, I got the PlayStation day one, I got the PS3 day one, I had a PS3 that was $700. And when they first dropped it, it was $700. I had one of them with the weird controller. Swear to God. So I'm true to it. I'm not. You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel you. Same.
So
bro.
yeah. So
I had everything, bro. Shit. Even go back. Game Boy Color. You know.
DS, Game Boy, PSP. I never had a Vita, but I want a Vita really bad.
Did we have a Vita? I know we had a PSP.
One of y'all probably did.
Yeah, I think Abe might have the Vita type shit.
Only thing I don't got now is a PC. But I'm getting a PC soon. That's my plan.
Same.
I'm gonna build one next year, hopefully. You don't have one? You ain't built one?
I got a tablet. It's like a PC. It's like
the Steam Deck.
No.
I'm gonna give you a Steam Deck.
It's like I got the Rogue Z13.
Is it, like, tough though? You can really game on it?
Yeah, it's a gaming tablet.
That's tough.
It's a gaming tablet. I don't use it for gaming, but yeah.
What you use it for? Goonie? Got his ass. Yeah, he talking about, for the podcast, I'm fat in the joint. Then you lying your ass. You got a whole laptop out.
It's a big screen.
You lying.
It's a big screen. It's a big screen.
You ever put the material on the TV?
Hell yeah.
But the crib by yourself, or you was ready with it? Ooh, oh boy, I ain't gonna lie, bro. When I first peeped that the console started getting the browser feature, wildin'.
Yeah.
Tripping.
I never used the PlayStation for it. I used
the
for
Xbox
real?
for it for sure.
Crazy.
Wildin'.
Crazy.
No, hindsight, insane thing to do. But
you're gonna get a virus on your Xbox.
Hey man, that's Microsoft product for you, man. I can't do much with that shit.
Nah, but I definitely put it on the TV, big screen, a couple times. Wow. You gotta get the full experience.
Surround sound, like you in the room with them?
You know it, bro. It's all around, like
you in the game, bang with everybody?
Like I'm in there. I'm the director. I'm the director. Like, yeah. Was that Jackie Chan me? Yeah.
Slow down, baby. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, a couple episodes ago I asked Chris Tucker, what movies have you seen him in after Rush Hour? Don't think we got an answer. Did we get an answer from anybody? No.
No one named 3.
3 Chris Tucker movies.
No one named 3.
Besides Rush Hour.
No one named 3.
Holy hell.
No one named 3.
How's he rich?
I think the most was 2.
How's he rich? How's Epstein rich? There you go. Them files. They getting released soon, I heard. Heard the women, the victims are going up there and they're like, we're going to show y'all the names. We don't care anymore. I saw.
You think they all going to get clipped? Or?
Oh, yeah, in a row, for sure. The shorty that was in, like, the most vocal victim, Virginia, I forgot her last name. She killed herself. I don't know where. Yes.
No way.
I remember a clip. This Republican lady went in there. She's a pro-Trump lady. Like, she was going to be one of them.
Say something? I'm not suicidal.
No, I'm not.
Fucking, I don't really.
If I was, I wouldn't do it the way they're gonna have me do it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm not suicidal. You know what I'm saying. I don't do none of that. What's the thing that they say? I'm not this.
Yeah, I'm not depressed. I'm not
depressed. I'm not all that.
drug
Just so y'all know, bro. None, yo. Like none of that stuff. Just so you know. But continue. I'm sorry to cut you.
A lady, big Trump lady, she went into a room with them girls to talk about it, and she came out of the room bursting in tears because she was so traumatized with what they were talking about. Yes, I swear to God. And she's like one of the people that would fall in the sword for, bro. You know how them people were like last year were like, release the files. Now this year they're like, the files aren't a big deal, guys. We have bigger problems going on. You know what I'm saying? Like people like that. So, yeah, man. I don't know.
Follow the money.
Yeah, man.
Follow the money. This is a great episode. I like what we've been doing recently. Look,
just chit chatting
at the end.
Yeah.
It's just been fun.
That's good content for the people, man.
That's just been fun.
Y'all can learn more about us. I'm serious about the vlog thing, though. I want to try that. 100 subscribers now. We got to branch out a little more. Keep growing. I'm thinking about also live stream one of these times. If y'all thinking what I'm thinking like maybe Twitch or YouTube, like if you stream it, just us shooting shit together.
You can do all that for real.
You know, in the whip stream. Maybe a gaming stream. I don't know. We'll see.
There's a lot we can do.
Yeah, a lot of ideas. So, what's the tip of the week for the people? If they stayed this long. If you stayed this long, thank you.
Tip of the week. There are no secrets that time does not reveal. Jean Racine. Reflection. Street codes, loyalty, truth. It all comes out eventually. The only question is, when it does, will you stand on it?
I like that.
It's cool.
Everything comes to light eventually, right?
Yeah, everything in the dark comes to
light.
I don't really got much else, man.
I ain't got much else, man. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for subscribing. 100 subscribers is no joke. I'm really happy. That's a blessing.
For real.
We're growing rapidly. We're bigger than I thought we'd be by this point. I know we'd be big, but y'all are really, really great. Like, people watch, they engage, they comment, they speak their mind, they disagree with us, they agree with us. I love all that stuff.
Hell yeah. I like the disagreements better than the agrees.
Yeah.
Like, nah, but because I don't want to echo chamber.
Yeah, we do this to talk.
I want discourse.
We do this out of Discord for sure.
You feel me? Like, if we just...
We should do it in the whip Discord also.
We can do that.
When we get... Well, do it soon. We get a little bigger, more people in the community. We can people to talk to.
Yeah.
I like that. Don't make it weird, though.
I feel like it's going to get weird, bro.
Discords tend to get weird.
I feel like it's going to get weird, bro.
Yeah.
It's going to be some bunch of trolls.
You think so? I don't know. Discord, for some reason, attracts trolls and files. So, I'm not going to say the word, but, you know.
I know.
Yeah.
It's because they're behind the screen, bro.
Yeah, then anonymity gives you a lot of power.
You said the honor, yeah.
Anonymity gives you a lot of power. We're going to probably keep it 18 plus maybe this month, you think? 18 plus? I would do that. We'll talk about it more. Thanks for watching, y'all. I really appreciate it. Kay, do the honor of seeing us out.
You want to do it this time?
No, I don't.
Last time you tried.
I don't want to do it this time.
Hey, man. You in the whip with Flex.
And Quell.
Catch y'all next episode, man. Peace.
The light.